Man, and she is an educational expert. She's going to talk to us about the relationship between sustainable development and education. She's going also to tell us about what is called cross-curricular activities. Let's learn more from her. Welcome once again to the program, and we are very much delighted to have with us today Ms. Gihan Soliman. She is an educational consultant, and she is also the president of the International Curricular Educators Association, also known as ECEA. Thank you very much for being with us, Ms. Gihan.
You're welcome.
Good to have you with us.
My pleasure.
You are an educational expert, and you previously talked to us about the importance of connecting education to sustainable development.
Yes.
Could you elaborate more on that and explain what's the relationship between sustainable development and education?
All right, education is the key for sustainable development as the UNESCO declared 2000. Sustainable development is a pattern of economical growth that takes the protection of environment into consideration. Well, to fulfill the needs of the current generation, but to preserve also the rights for those natural resources for the coming generations, which is the sustainability. Mm-hmm. So, speaking about economy, you should also take into consideration the biodiversity, the protection of the living organisms on Earth, and the natural protectorates that we have now, the natural resources, the water pollution, the clean energy, all these issues. Now, if you exclude that while educating kids, and what are you going to teach them? You're going to teach them pure science,
which they already sometimes hate. I mean, well, this is one problem.
Well, they usually do, because it's not related to their lives. I mean, as a kid, why I'm studying the periodical table? Why am I studying all this science? Why am I studying all this math? And the answer usually is to get high scores to qualify for college or to get a good job or whatever. So, but it's not the joy and the pleasure of studying and practicing science and adding to the community, and here's my point of view, and it's not new. It's just that the new is that I'm coordinating for it. I'm taking action. I'm calling for people to get together to fulfill this vision. While educating our kids, we need to relate the information that we are teaching to their real life and to protection of environment, because if you don't protect the common notion is that the care for environment is a bit for sophisticated people, you know, the well-educated and the culture, but actually, as I told you, it relates directly to the economy. I mean, like, if you take the coral reefs, 1 square kilometer of coral reefs will have yield of like 15 tons of seafood. If you're talking about the animals in the zoo, how much they get to the economy, and let aside the tourism, the ecotourism. And so about the pollution of water, if you're discussing the pollution of water and the availability of fresh waters to the poor and to the rich and to everybody. And so, you get back to the economy. So it's not a sophisticated need. Although it also relates to the value of beauty, like the green colors and the blue and the sand and then the colors of the natures, the need to see beautiful things around. That's a right too. But if we're talking about priorities, we are talking about the economy. We are talking about the green economy. If we don't make the educational reform required for sustainable development, we're going to soon lose independence. And I'm not talking about armed forces and weapons and everything.
Political, yes.
I'm talking about, well, at a time, a shirt treated with the nanotechnology will be able to pick waves from the air, will be able to record conversation and capture pictures. How are you going to deal with that? I mean, the owners of this technology, whether nations or organizations or regimes or whatever, are going to rule the world, and we're going to just have to buy our food. And so if we do not stop now and head for change and aim for educational reform, we're going to lose everything, and this is going to be very soon.